Well, welcome. We are Rachel and Hamish, and we lead the youth work here. And we've got two fabulous young people that come along to Source, which is the name of the youth ministry here at Plymouth Christian Centre. And we just, these young people talked to us on a Zoom chat about racial injustice a few weeks ago. And we thought it'd be really good to keep things going, keep things fresh in people's minds, to look at how we tackle this issue within our society and within the church. So I'm going to hand over, we're going to ask a few questions. So we have Phenyo here and Naomi. Give us a wave, Naomi. Okay. And they've been very brave and willing to come on to this little chat. So over to Hamish to ask some questions to you.
Well, this is a question for both of you, really. It'd be interesting just for you to share some of your experiences about growing up here and some of the prejudice and the discrimination you felt over the years. So I don't know who wants to start first. We should let ladies go first, really. So would you like to start, Naomi?
I mean, to be honest, it kind of started in like primary school when I got called names by a certain girl and she like bullied me until she left to school, and the teachers didn't really know what to do about it because she was a child with special like home needs and stuff. So like my mum had to go in and talk to the head teacher and stuff, and then eventually it stopped. But it's not really at school, but it's more like on the streets, like walking around and stuff. Like I'd be walking around and someone will like shout at me words that I won't repeat. And afterwards I'm just like, oh, okay. Or I'd be with my family and they'd do the same thing. But it's, yeah. Sometimes it's hard, but yeah. Pardon?
How did that make you feel then?
I mean, experiencing something like that, like afterwards you feel a bit down. You're like, oh, right, okay, so that's what you think of me. But then if you think, wow, God made us like this for a reason and he loves us all equally, like that really brings my mood back up afterwards.
Great.
And Phenyo, some of your experiences?
So like it started in primary. So this first incident, I was on the playground and then this boy came up to me and said some like discriminatory stuff. It was like, I can't repeat it because it was quite bad, but I just felt so sad and like so angry. Why was he saying this to me? Why me? Why, like, is it like because of the color of my skin he chooses to come at me? So I just thought that was like very disheartening. And like I was playing football one time with my friend, and then these like older kids came up to me and they took my football and kicked it over like this fence and started calling me like racial names. So like even looking back at it now, it's like disappointing that people can do that to you just because of the way you look.
Okay. Great. It must have been really hard. And what happened in those? I mean, I know Naomi's mum went into the school and helped resolve, I hope, or bring it to the forefront. So what happened with that incident? Did you tell your parents?
So the second one, my friend's mum, she called my parents, and then they called 111. I think it's 111, the police. So to tell them about the incident, to like try and sort that out. And then the first time it was like I told a dinner lady, and then she got the head teacher. So, and we like sorted that out as well. We had like a consultation between me and the boy.
Okay, so that was resolved, and it's important if there's something a racial incident like that, we should report it to the police. I know your dad was telling us that, wasn't he, on the Zoom, that it's a criminal offence. So we need to be reporting that because it's unacceptable. Okay.
Moving forward, how do you see that things could change for the better? What sort of things do you feel we should be doing to try and change things for the better?
I think we're good. Like at the moment, it's quite good because we're all included in like youth. Because I think lately, I think like we've been more integrated with everyone. There's not been segregation or anything, but yes, it's been quite good.
Okay.
Mm.
And the same question really to you, Naomi. What questions should we be asking to you guys? And what can we be doing to make things better, to make things much easier in the future?
I think this is something that's like not only in society but also in the church and schools and stuff, that it should stop being an issue of like us and them, but we should try and understand each other more. And there are so many things that people enjoy from other like cultures and countries, like music, food, fashion and stuff like that, and that's the sort of things that bring us together. So if people can understand like different cultures and stuff, then maybe that they would be less inclined to think that other races are below them or superior or stuff like that.
I love that. That's a great thought. So finding ways to unite us with all our differences would be a good thing. So have you got any top tips really before we go? Perhaps how we could, as a youth group or as a church, be more inclusive and less discriminatory. I can't say the word. You know what I mean. Less discriminatory. I can't say it. I won't even try. Have you got any ideas, any things that you think would really help, or you'd like to tell us and other leaders in the church?
I think we talked about it in the Zoom we did last time. It was like, we did the cut like days where it was like the countries, and we'd like eat the food, like listen to like a presentation. I think we should do that more because that was quite good. Or we could do it like in the youth as well.
I love that idea.
Yeah, celebrating the differences of different countries and the different cultures and the foods and the dress. Yeah, because that will help with understanding as well, won't it?
Yeah.
And you, Naomi, any ideas going forward?
I think as well as like the cultural evenings and stuff, maybe on like a Sunday morning, like with worship and stuff, doing like worship from different cultures and stuff like that, that would really bring like the whole church into it, because not everyone comes to the evenings. So bringing the evenings to the church would be a really good thing.
Yeah.
That's great. I love that idea. You've been brilliant. Do you want to just conclude? But I think you've spoken really well.
Yeah, I just want to say thank you for your time. Thank you for being willing to share with us. And it's very sad to hear some of the experiences you've lived through, and to think that this is happening now. It's not something which was happening the other generations. It's still happening within our young people now. So just one last thought. As a Christian, how do you think you should be responding, and how should your Christian friends maybe support you if you hear of any sort of prejudice and racial comments being thrown towards you?
I think if you hear something that's not right and it's not right, I think you should stand up and tell them you can't say that, or tell them that's not right, and just educate them on like why that's not right and why you can't say that.
Yeah, great.
You, Naomi?
I think exactly the same as Phenyo, like God is love, and we should be loving everyone around us just as he loves us. So like loving our neighbors, even if you don't like someone, still loving them and showing them that you care and being nice to them is the least that we could do to anyone. Even if you don't agree with their views, you should bring it up, but in a polite manner, not really trying to start a fight or anything, but really just helping them understand.
Yeah, great.
That's great.
Well, look, thank you very much for your time, and well, hopefully we'll be able to meet together in the flesh soon.
Yeah, great to see you. Thank you ever so much, guys. Brilliant.
I'm trying to see how you stop recording now.